Afternoon, YouTube. I told you several videos ago that I was going to take you along when we do some upgrades to the RV, and today we're stuck at home, social distancing, COVID-19, daily changes in that. So we're going to take the opportunity to do some improvements. Connie's going to do some yard work, and I'm going to put a new skylight on the RV. When we purchased the RV, I think a limb or something had fallen on the skylight and cracked it. So previous owners, or the previous people before that, we are the third owner, put some weatherproof tape up there. But we want to just get that old skylight off and put a new one on it. And so we're going to do that today. They said there's 0 chance of rain, although the sun was out and it went in. So I'm going to recheck WeatherBug before I pull the old skylight off. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about the skylight we got. This is an Icon skylight. This is very heavy duty, very sturdy. This is our second skylight. The first one I had purchased back in the winter, and I didn't take account for the flange, and it was the size of the hole I needed to cover. So I got a hold of Amazon, and even though it was the 30-day window had closed for return, they went ahead and graciously took the old one back for us. And so we got this new one we're going to put on there. It's got 26 screws. I have some Eterna bond, and I am going to run a bead where the screws go. I'll go ahead and mark where the screws go and run a bead around there, and that way it'll kind of seal the screws, help seal the screws when I install the new skylight. Right here's the screws that I got. They're 3/4 inch. They have rubber seals around there, if you'll notice, and that's just a little added protection. Make sure no rain gets in there. And I got this, couldn't find any regular alcohol because of this crisis, but I got this denatured alcohol, and the guy at Ace Hardware said this will work just as good. If you spray this on the old seal that you're trying to remove, this will kind of make it a little more flexible and easier to get off. But yeah, we're going to do that today. I got me a gallon of roof patch. We have a fiberglass roof, and I'm not a fan of rubber roofs, but I'm going to go ahead and put a layer of this, as far as this will go, back in that area, and then I'll get a couple more gallons and finish the whole roof at a later date. And then I got some Flex Seal liquid, just in case I should need it. Yeah, that's what we're going to do today. I also want to announce that we've decided to name the RV. We're naming her Miss Betty, and I couldn't think of a better name because Connie's mother's name was Betty, my mother's name was Betty, so we decided to name her Miss Betty. How can you go wrong? I don't think that was a coincidence, but we hope that you're enjoying the channel. After I get up here a little bit later, start the removal, I'll get a little more video of the removal, and then I'll get the video after the install is done. And we hope you're enjoying our channel. If you like it, hit that little bell down there and hit subscribe, and we promise you nothing but wholesome family videos. At this time in America, we need to come together, and we need to reinstitute the family. We've gotten away from the family, and we've gotten away from God. Just like Mike, the My Pillow guy, said the other day, America's gotten away from God, and we need to return. And if we should humble ourselves and pray, I'm a believer that God will hear our prayers, and He'll heal this land. So again, I'm going to get a little more video when I get up on the roof, so I'll see you in a little bit. I'm up on top of the RV now. You say it's got a fiberglass roof. I'm going to go all down the edges today after I get the skylight installed, and I'll just roll right on top of these edges, get the edges nice and coated. But got the slides out. The slide covers are pretty good condition. They could probably be washed, but we don't see them. We got this. We was in Tennessee. We was in a KOA campground, and there was a lot of trees. And when we got ready to, we was there 7 nights and 8 days. When we got ready to leave, these were covered with leaves. So, and I had to sweep them off because we didn't have that Works blower at that time. But we purchased this, and it's battery operated. So if we park under some trees again or anywhere, they suggest that you get up and check your slides before you close them, and blow these off before you close them so you don't put a bunch of junk in it. Looks like that one's got a small tear in the edge. I'll have to get that repaired or it'll get worse. I'll get some tape and put over it. I've already replaced the fantastic fan cover. I did that last time I was up here. It was a quick, easy job. It does need a new air conditioning cover back here. The air conditioning works really well. There again, there's a skylight I'm going to put on, and right there is the mess I'm pulling off. So why it was ever like that, I don't know. I guess nobody wanted to take the time to replace it. So I got the hair dryer up here. I've got the alcohol sprayed on it, and I'll get the hair dryer out to hopefully soften that up so I can get that mess off of there. So I will be back to see you in a little bit. Well, I've got the old one off. You can see, I wish later on, now it's laying down there. Later on I will go down and push on it to show you guys how brittle and weak it was. I can't believe that National actually put something like that on here. I guess they didn't expect anything to ever fall on it. But I got the old one off, and you can look down in there and see our garden tub. But I'm going to, now I've got to go around and get all that excess sealant off of there, and then I will install the new one. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, I'm back, everybody. As you can see, it's on. The new one's on. It's not real pretty right around there, but I don't really care. You can see out of that bead of Returnabond I ran around the outside. You can see that when I put the screws in it, it collapsed it and it sealed it really good. So I will run another bead around the outside now, and right around the edges, and seal it a little better to make sure. Okay, so this has really been a chore. Getting the old one off was worse, but as I started to try to take that white sealant off a little bit closer, I was getting into the fiberglass top, so I decided to stop right there and just leave that on there. But I don't think that'll hurt anything. Now we got a nice covering on our shower, our skylight, and we'll get no more chance of leakage. See you in a little bit.